To buy or not to buy? That is the question. This is Dawn Connors at Mortgage One. Is now a good time to buy real estate is the question of the week. That I think is important to understand the knowledge behind it so that you can have the right psyche to be able to talk to your clients. And if you're out there buying a house, you need the right psyche to put offers in homes, to get an offer accepted, to know that you're going to get a house. So this is Dawn Connors at Mortgage One. Before we get started, please like, subscribe, and share this YouTube video because I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I put out mortgage videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because I love the topic of mortgage lending. All right, so number one, housing is stable to growing. We have a very stable market environment, and it's growing as well. There's a lot of jobs that are needed, a lot of growth coming throughout the Midwest, all the way down through Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, even Tennessee has some significant growth as well. So we're seeing stable to rising house prices because we see stable to rising job growth. So that is reason number one that you definitely want to consider buying a house. The second thing is, where are interest rates going? Interest rates are at an incredibly low point right now, and they have nowhere to go but up. They really don't have anywhere to go. Once the Federal Reserve stops buying bonds and puts that halt on them, interest rates will rise. So let's talk a little bit more in depth about that, because I've recently bought a house this year in 2021, and so what made my decision for buying a house and paying over market value was this. So take an example of $200,000. On a $200,000 home, the difference of 1% in interest rate is $2,000. It's like $2,300 a year in interest, 1%. So over a monthly basis, it's about $233. The cost for a mortgage is about $45 per $10,000. So if you take that $233 and you divide it by $45 a month, you find out how much mortgage buying power you have. And that comes out to about $51,000 on my calculator. So in my mind, the cost of waiting is really excruciating, right? Based strictly on interest rates. Because if I wait, and let's say I can get a market rate of 3.25% today, and I wait and rates go to 4.25% on a $200,000 loan, I will be able to pay $51,000 less for that house for the same mortgage payment just in a raising rate of 1%. So that tells me that the cost of buying is $51,000 lower today. It is so incredible. What I've noticed is when I cost out a mortgage payment at $200,000, it's the same mortgage payment as it was a few years back when it was $150,000. So that's pretty huge. So in my mind, we overbid, let's say $30,000 it was. So we overbid $30,000, we get the house, we feel like we've overpaid, but yet with mortgage interest rates being so low, we still had a net delta of $20,000. So that is my prevailing reason for buying now, is where interest rates are at. The second thing that I'll talk to you about is there going to be a market crash? It's true. We have 3.2 million people that are in forbearance that are coming out of forbearance. That part's true. But what is not true is that there will be a lump sum of foreclosures coming. There will be some trickling in foreclosures. It's true, I believe. But these lump sum of foreclosures will not happen because these folks have too much equity to let their homes go in foreclosure. People that are coming out of forbearances, they can refinance. They could put the money to the back of the loan that they owe. They can refinance and pay the forbearance money back because they weren't marked late in all of this. So I definitely don't see a market crash coming from the 3.2 million forbearances that we had. Do I see a crash or do I see a correction? Yes, but I think we are 7 to 10 years out from that. So if you're willing to stay put for the next 7 to 10 years and not buy, then maybe you wait it out for that. Otherwise, I needed to live in a house. We needed as a family. So I didn't think of it like like a buy and flip or like a fix and flip or hold it for 2 years. This is our home. This is our homestead. And so we're going to go through the ebbs and flows of the market and live in our house for a while. And if it was a case where we could stay in our condo for 7 to 10 years, we maybe would have done it. But for us, we needed to transition. Interest rates are extremely low. It makes sense. It makes sense to do it. I think I just want to make sure from my notes that I've covered everything. I think now is a great time to buy. I think that you watch the ebbs and flows of the market. I think you can get in, get your house. If you haven't bought yet, why haven't you? Do it. Get in, get determined, work with a real estate agent that is all about finding you a house. You will get into a house, whether it's now, fall, winter, spring, summer, you're going to find your house. This is Dawn Connors at Mortgage One, providing you fantastic mortgage solutions and really just wanting to unclose the lid on, is now a good time to buy? Thanks for watching.